Hello.
What happened? Oh wait, news.
Um,
We have a lot to talk about, like a thunderstorm.
yeah, I was trying to log in today and we were supposed to get thunder and lightning storms today, but it wasn't doing anything. It just was like super fall outside. It's gotten super cold here. Like out of nowhere, it's like absolutely fall now. And all of a sudden it just was like lightning outside and I'm like, "Okay, that's kind of strange." And now it's pouring down the rain. So hopefully we're all good to go.
What's cold? Like how cold?
Like we went to a campsite last night with some friends of ours and it was like 45. I mean, it was
Yeah.
kind of like it wasn't in Dolly Sods, but it was definitely up on a mountain and it was very chilly. And we had a fire going and it was still really cold and it was super windy. All the leaves are changing, which is amazing. I love fall, but it's like suddenly very cold. Like there was no
Yeah.
transition.
So
Because
you
isn't
sounded sick last week. Do you still sound sick this week?
Yeah, I'm still sick this week. I'm still have throat issue.
Oh no.
I think it's from it being autumn now. It's just what is autumn and fall? Like what's the
When is autumn?
difference?
I was just as you said it, I was like, when is autumn?
It's the same.
It's just the same.
Yeah.
Autumn is fall.
Yes.
Fall is autumn.
Yeah.
Then why is
It's just two different words.
hmm, maybe
What?
one's English, like British.
But
Maybe
why are people like happy autumn, but it's just fall. It's literally just fall outside. That's it.
you know.
I don't
See,
know.
like
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. There needs to be winter, fall, summer. That's it.
I feel like British people say autumn and Americans just say fall.
Yeah, that's
Like
classic, right?
autumn
That's
is too hard.
They are literally the same. Like they mean the same exact thing.
Is one
okay.
Greek, one Hebrew?
Can Chelsea can Chelsea get a contact on that? Can we get a contact in Britain for this?
Can we get a confirmation on the
You
fall and
can
autumn?
ask Tom.
I'll ask Tom. Tom from London will tell me. I'll text him.
Text Tom and find out because this needs to be answered.
All right.
I mean, the viewers are going to be thrown into confusion.
All right. Chelsea's got it.
Both are used in American and British English,
I
but
knew
fall
British was
occurs
involved.
more often in American English.
Knew it.
See, British people again.
Formal name for the season.
Autumn is the formal, is the British way of saying it.
So of course, classic.
Yeah.
That tracks.
And Americans are like fall.
Oh, it's
Fall.
fall.
Start saying autumn if you want to
Sound little,
Also, like, let's not even do a British accent. I know people that are listening are waiting for one of us to do a British accent. Like, your brain just goes there. We're
mhm,
not doing that.
not doing it.
That is not us. And we will not be those people that are just doing an accent for no reason.
I feel like
I'm,
you would.
I think I would if it wasn't absolutely so expected.
You can't do it on command.
I can only do it when it's not expected and it's not being commanded. And even then I irritate myself. Like when
Mhm,
people just start doing a British accent and I hate that I'm saying this out loud. I think I'm going to get a lot of I'm going to get canceled for this.
mhm.
People just breaking into a British accent, even Australian accent, especially just to like prove they can do it. And then they're like waiting on people to be like, you did a really good accent. I never know what to do in those situations. Like, I'm like, are we all supposed to compliment your fake accent?
Do you really think people are doing it for a compliment?
Do you think people are doing it for a compliment?
I think, yeah, I think it's a little bit like of a, what's it called? It's a little bit of like a ham thing to do. No?
Uh, I don't.
No. Melissa, you called me the other day and we're speaking in accent.
Oh, yeah, you were.
Okay, no, that's true. I was.
Yeah.
What did I called Chelsea and I'm not going to do it here. I would never
Are
do
you,
it here.
are you mad at me because I didn't compliment you?
No, that's actually a good point. I never thought
You did
that.
it for
You're
a
right.
compliment. You did it because you're a showman, whether the audience is one or 1,000.
Well, I think let's put it like this. I'm a showman, whether people hate it or not. I don't read the room well. So I really should just stop.
Will you do, oh, have we talked about this before? I was listening to a comedian and he said he would do stuff. He would do a bit or a joke for himself and never explain it to anyone. Do
Oh,
you have
me.
that? Do you need someone to be in on it, or can you fully do something for yourself, get all of your joy out of being ridiculous when no one else is in on the
I
joke?
100% have had a conversation with my friend Sophia. Her name's Sophia Fazipor. We'll have her on the show.
Oh
And
yeah.
there's something about having ADD. They say that you do a lot of that sometimes, and we both talk about it. And I have been in the car numerous times alone. And like, let's say I drop something off to Darren at work, like a water or something, and he's like, "Thanks so much." And I'm like, "You're welcome." I've rolled the window up, drove away, and been like, "You're welcome, you're welcome." Okay, Darren, good job. Oh, you got your water, good for you. Like, but it's more, you're just an insane person.
Right. But that
And
was
there,
just
yeah, but I'll do it like a lot. I'll do it in the closet a lot when I'm putting clothes away because it's a really boring task. So to make it easier on my ADD brain, I just start like you're having some kind of like just all alone in the closet, a TV show or something.
gotcha.
Now we're gonna line up the red clothes, but like in an accent. So I'm not gonna do it after all of that stuff I just talked about.
Oh, that's so funny. I think I need an audience. I think I need to, if I'm trying to be funny, I can't just be funny to myself. Like
It's
I don't.
not, but I think when people do it in front of an audience, if you can do it in front of an audience and actually be funny, it's funnier than if I'm in front of an audience trying to be funny. I'm not funny. Like Lindsay from last week, she was talking about that one time. She was talking about like a TikTok I made or something, and she was like, "You're so much more funny in person. That was a horrible TikTok."
It's different because your TikTok,
It is.
the TikTok that I remember with the cat was so funny, but it was
People
us.
thought that was so funny, and it was like just the cat petting my face.
Chelsea's got the video. We'll put it up
Oh, no,
on
it's behind the scenes, yeah.
the behind the scenes because you did the
Oh
TikTok
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then you got
Yes,
viral, and then you were like, people are like,
obsessed.
so people are obsessed. People need to hear what's going on. So you did a video, like
Yeah, in the camper.
dating the people,
Yeah.
but Chelsea was filming you film yourself, and
Yes.
that was so funny. Like maybe if I just saw your video, it'd be funny because we know you, but watching you do it was hilarious.
Okay, so if any of you guys, because a lot of you were like, I want a kitty like this. I wish I had a cat like that. So if you are in a neighborhood where there's a lot of little kittens running around, or just cats in general that are just wild, here's the skinny on the kitty. What does that sound? Was that okay?
Play.
Oh my God. And it's also just like so cringy. It's so cringy to like think of yourself recording yourself. Ugh. Gag.
That's literally what we do every week.
I know, to record ourselves.
We talk to each, but like it's to an audience. It's to
But
each
like
other.
actually think about the people that are like on TikTok that are famous that are recording themselves lip syncing. And imagine sitting in the corner of the room like while they're doing that.
Oh, we've been in like airports and people do TikTok videos like behind you at an airport.
It's very odd. It's
It's like
very
there's a level of no shame that's bizarre.
well, I think you have a lot of TikToks that you hate right now.
I do have a lot of TikTok. Oh, great transition. Because I told you I hate, and our guest knows this because I'll complain about it.
Okay.
But when someone will take a video of someone making a point or something that's funny, and
Yeah.
they insert themselves in the video and then do this, like point at it or be like that,
Oh, like they're like,
or they'll want you to watch them laugh because they think it's funny, so then they have to show you their reaction.
Oh, so like reaction videos.
any kind of reaction video, I don't hate, I
Loathe.
loathe. I
Loathe.
abhor, I abhor it.
You abhor.
It's I don't care. I don't care what you think of the video. I don't want to see your face. Just show me the video and I can be like, oh, for myself, or oh, that's funny. But
He
when
said,
someone
"Oh, for
they're always
myself."
like this, they're always like this. They're in the bottom corner and they're doing this to the video. I hate that so much. It makes me mad. Oh my God.
And a lot of those videos will like they'll go viral. Just people reacting to other
Yeah.
videos. There's like entire TikTok accounts of the only thing the person does is react. And oh, the really good ones are like about a knife. This knife can cut through 5 leather bags in under 3 seconds. And the guy's like, and the person in the corner is just like, you know,
So stupid. And she probably makes like 20 grand a month.
I don't know. After my one viral pinky video, I got no money out of that thing.
You got
I got
you got
nothing.
nothing.
Oh,
You should
every single day, my friend Bridget, she was like, "How much we got? What do we got?" And I was like, "Nothing, still nothing." She's like, "Check the DMs." So I do nothing. It's like, "Oh, cute cat." That's
maybe you
all.
should like after that video had just videos of Pinky and you in the corner like this.
Cutie.
Oh my God.
Pinky's crazy.
That I hate. And the other thing that this could be like the Jake hates episode.
Okay, yeah, let's call it Jake hates.
Jake hates TikTok people reacting. And then we were at Jared and Crystal's and we were just like hanging out in the kitchen and like not Siri, what is it? Alexa was playing.
Alexa.
Alexa in the corner was playing. And I heard the song and I knew it, but I couldn't quite like make out what it was. And then I realized it was like a girl with an acoustic guitar with like a broken voice singing I Want to Dance with Somebody from Whitney Houston.
What do you mean
And
by broken? What do you mean broken voice?
and I'm not gonna do because I can't do an accent. I can't do like make when girls will like break their voice to like sing
No.
like Sia, but Sia's actually good. Or like Halsey breaks her voice.
Like what? What do you mean?
How do you describe that?
It's like
Every girl with an acoustic guitar breaks her voice. Yeah.
Tell Chelsea to do it real quick.
I can't.
She can't do it either.
Probably
But
because
it's
she's
like
actually a good singer.
she's so good she doesn't know how to
She doesn't even
do
know
it.
how to do that.
It's like when a girl will like kind of break the notes sort of or
Okay, so okay, I'm trying to think of Halsey, and I think I can get I think I know what you're talking about if you talk
like
about
I think like doesn't Zoe Deschanel kind of do it? Doesn't she kind of break her voice a little bit?
Zoe Deschanel.
I guess like
Let's say that for the Melissa hates episode.
oh yeah. Oh, that's fun. I don't like her either, but
Yeah, let's move on from that. But anyway, the singing. So this girl is singing, and thank God you're saying it's Alexa, not the human, Alexa, the computer person.
not our friend Alexa. But
Alexa, if you're listening, don't get
her
mad.
name probably is Alexa or something like that.
It probably is. That's probably accurate.
But it's like her an acoustic guitar doing like her like vocal rendition of I Want to Dance with Somebody. And it couldn't have taken more everything out of that song. Like you turned an actually good Whitney Houston song into just an awful song, like just a boring, generic, bland.
But it was
awful.
like actually on Alexa though. I'm
sure I'm sure she's famous for sucking at
I mean, it's like at this point I have to know.
But
I want to dance with somebody rendition.
I Want to Dance with Somebody. Sure. Chelsea doesn't really want to look at it.
No, I'm looking at it.
But it's like
Morgan Harper Jones. Is that who it is?
Morgan. That sounds like a girl that would. Yeah, this sounds about right. Can you hear it?
That's it. That's what I'm listening to.
Can you get to the audio, like her singing? Sorry, it's so boring already.
That's the one I'm listening to. Is that it?
I'm trying to get to
That's breaking your voice.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
That's awful. She ruined a Whitney
I like
Houston.
her voice.
I don't. Oh, it's awful.
The
Like,
disdain. Well, I hate to say this, but the disdain that you have for her probably has ruined her career because of our audience.
Her
Like-
audience, 150 people.
Yeah, she's probably now her professional career is over because of us.
Yeah.
So, but it's what you want. That's what you wanted.
Yeah. Speaking of Whitney Houston, our next guest, me and him have had arguments with people in the parking lot about why.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what is it that we think Whitney Houston's better than Beyonce?
You got to welcome Jeremy. Hello, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Hello. What is going on?
Jeremy.
What was our argument with Tanya in the parking lot about Whitney Houston?
It was completely Whitney Houston being better than Beyonce, and Tanya was not having it. Beyonce was queen to Tanya.
Okay, this is a
Beyonce could be
debate.
queen, but it doesn't mean that she's got a better voice than Whitney Houston.
Yes, and it was so funny. We were shocked because Tanya was explaining that Beyonce can dance and move and sing, and we're like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The voice doesn't link up. It's just not.
It's like Whitney
near the
Houston
same.
is Whitney Houston.
Yes.
Period.
Done. Period. Stop. Over. That is what it is. There is no other.
Here's the correlation.
Oh,
Bruno Mars is huge. Everyone loves him, but you
Yeah.
wouldn't call him Prince.
Yes.
right. And he's also small and petite.
So small and petite and probably likes purple. But he's
Yeah, but he's not Prince. Okay, but Jeremy, you love Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
her voice is incredible.
yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't call. She's probably 3.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna say probably. Let's see. Oh, sorry, I gotta
Is that
go.
her? Is Whitney calling?
Yeah, that actually, that's, you know what? You guys have a lot more clout than you think. Whitney's calling right now.
Whitney's
Yeah,
like, Jeremy, talk me up, boo. Talk me up.
Listen, I have terrible news. Like 10 years.
I hate to tell you.
Well, you know, it's another Whitney. Oh no, it was another. Okay.
It was another Whitney. It was all the Whitneys.
I would
Robert?
think I would probably say Aretha Franklin would be probably in terms of, yeah, Aretha, Etta James, Whitney Houston, and then you can
Stack
Whatever
them up
one
the
of-
rest, however.
you can kind of fight it out with your Mariah Careys and your,
Ooh, okay.
you know.
Okay.
Mariah would be up there for sure.
But I do think Etta James, I mean, that's just classic. At Last song is unstoppable.
You can't. I mean, you
I
can't.
agree with that.
Yeah.
Aretha would be number 1, I think.
Aretha would be number 1.
Aretha
Okay.
is great. Yeah.
I do feel like Beyonce is in the Illuminati and she's kind of like possessed.
Well, there's a whole lot going on with her now. Yeah.
Like back in the day, it was like, oh, you're like with Jay-Z now, like power couple, like this is amazing. Like you are like the strongest woman. And now it's like, wait, are you weird?
Yeah. It's. I think Beyonce, we can now say that she kind of had like the Kanye effect. I think at one point
Yes.
she was like, you know, her albums, she was with Destiny's Child and she was great. And then she was her on herself and like her albums were fire. They were hitting and were like great. And then all of a sudden it just kind of got like, what's happening?
She got weird, right? It got weird.
She got weird. I think she still is weird. I mean, she's still touring right now. I mean, like I
Yeah.
told her
And then
X or Twitter or something.
yeah, and she's still huge.
She's still big. Yeah. She's
Also, Jeremy, I'd like for you to give us, for our listeners that don't know, the Kanye effect is what exactly?
the Kanye effect. Okay, so the Kanye effect is becoming uber popular at your peak
Okay.
and not knowing what to do about it. I think
Okay.
I would probably say that we all started Kanye. We're like, oh, this is an interesting rapper. You know, he had a cool
For
style.
sure.
You know, he would have his polos and he would wear backpacks, and everyone thought it was as cool. It was cool, and he was good. He was great.
Yeah.
He
Oh
was.
yeah.
I loved him, and it was, you know, and he had like albums where he was doing really good, and then I think it all, you know what? I think it all happened after Kardashian. I mean, I think it just starts to
I do think
spiral.
it plummeted.
I think he was, first of all, because I'm always really bad at this.
Oh,
Jeremy, well, this is Jeremy Jenkins.
Hello, Jeremy Jenkins.
Dear friends,
Hello.
and friend of the pod. I'm really bad at introducing people. I thought I had a good transition, and I realized we were getting way deep, and then I never explained who Jeremy was. So Jeremy lives down the street. He's in Warwick. Good
Amazing.
friend of ours. Super
I love
happy.
this podcast. This is a great podcast. I am very glad to be the second Jeremy that you guys have had on. Thank you.
Yeah, but
And
the first-
depending on how it goes, we might wish you were the first if, you know.
Oh, but
You
real
know,
quick,
Jeremy Broadbent, shout out Jeremy Broadbent. I don't
Yeah.
know. We could put Jeremy Jenkins could be the next Jeremy #1. We don't know yet.
Ooh.
but back to Kanye. I think that
Yeah.
I do think he was a genius. He is a
For sure.
super producer for sure. Even when he was going crazy and just doing weird stuff, he was still producing other albums that were really good.
Yeah.
But I do think it started when his mom died, and that was like
yeah.
that was like a long time ago. That was like 2009 maybe.
Yeah.
When he first met Taylor, it was like the summer that his mom died, and then he went on Jay Leno with Jay-Z and Rihanna.
Mhm.
When they had that song together, and he was like, and Jay was like talking about how his mom died, and that was like, he was just super messed up at that point.
Yeah. I feel like that was the start of it for sure. But I do agree with Jeremy that I do think there's something about the Kardashians and like how he has like this really visceral hatred for like Kris Jenner and like all the Kardashians now. There must be some accuracy to the way that they are and like treated him as a person and his like mental illness that was not cool because he's ticked.
Yeah. He doesn't know what to do right now. He's taking it out on everybody. He's just kind of losing it.
He's losing it.
He's
That's
losing
accurate.
it. Every month it's something else, and it's just
Yeah.
It's deep.
Where was he recently? He was like in the post office or like in a Chick-fil-A, like going off to the people in the Chick-fil-A. Like, you don't understand. I got fat. Like, he's always talking about how fat he got. And I'm like, can we move on from the weight game? Like, you're Kanye West. It's okay.
Yeah.
You gained a couple pounds. Like,
do you
it's
think,
crazy.
do you think he's in the middle of an episode, like he's struggling right now?
I don't know when he's not struggling, but
I mean,
think,
he's kind of manic. So it's like, it's sad when you see that he's obviously not.
I definitely think that's a possibility.
Yeah.
He's in a crisis. He's in a crisis right now. I think this is definitely crisis mode for him.
And I do think that even when he's in a crisis and no matter how crazy he acts, I still feel like people always will, like you were saying, he still was a genius. And I think he still is. But his mental stuff, getting like manic and all that, is starting to almost more so overpower like the other things.
I just think people would like ride with him a little longer than they would have if with the stuff that he has said and done.
Yeah.
We would have given up on him sooner if he hadn't like put out the college dropout or late registration, because then it's like
Right?
you build up quite a bit of like cachet with people to where you could say some crazy stuff and they're like, well, but he's and then and then it like kind of does this where it's like, okay,
Yes.
yeah.
And unfortunately, I think right now it's like, what graduation provided for people, it gave him a long line of like, it's fine because graduation was so amazing,
100%.
right?
Oh, I don't put graduation over college dropout or even
Okay, I was about to say, if you say Donda, I'm gonna actually myself.
Donda didn't do it for me.
Donda did not do it.
Donda was part of the downfall.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Donda was the downfall. Pretty sure. Yeah, I mean, I love graduation. I'm with you, Melissa. That was awesome. I think
great.
graduation I liked it a lot. That was, I think, close to his peak, if not. Yeah, I mean,
I listened to that album like on repeat for at least 2 snowboarding seasons.
oh yeah.
Solidly. Like, remember actively, it was on repeat from my earbuds all the way down into my coat, in my pocket, iPod just bouncing around.
Did you ever do the Discman snowboarding? And you need the 10-second skip?
I'm younger than what that means. So no, I don't know what you're talking about right now. I'm too young to understand what that phrase was.
What's it?
I'm just a little baby who has no idea what you're talking about right now. That's CDK.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Wow. Yeah.
Really opening yourself on the pod right now.
When we had the first like MP3 player, it was called like the Rio or something like that.
Yep.
Before that. And I'm like, and we're on like the chairlift, and I'm like switching the CD on a Discman, and he's just got this little thing that had, and I'm like, I didn't even know what an MP3, like I didn't understand. He's like, no, the music's just on this. And I'm like, I have like my like punk,
your
like
actual punk over the ear headphones that like,
yeah, that stick out like this.
Yeah, and you actually can like see the person's ear hole when the foam is there. Like, they're not actually hearing anything.
Yeah.
You're kind of hearing, but also the people around you are also hearing. It's a weird thing.
It was a weird thing. It was a whole thing. The whole thing was weird.
That was a whole vibe.
The whole yes. Glad that's over.
People want to go back to that again, Jeremy, and it's scary, but they want to go back. There's people I think that still are.
Well, it's generational. I think it's generational. Now, 90s is so in. I mean, it is cool again.
Yeah.
It is just so cool. Everyone is back to the 90s. So, I mean, at this point,
you might as well go back and get your Walkman out again with the CD.
You would be so cool right now.
Jake, you would get on the pod with your microphone would be the little part of the white iPad or
yeah.
Me.
So cool.
Yeah.
I think Jeremy needs to be on the pod regularly as a segment, also talking about the social climate of what's cool and not cool.
Yeah, he'd be the guy. He could do it.
I mean, I don't know if I can tell you what's cool, it's not cool. I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, like off the cuff. Off the cuff right now, I'll say 5 things. Tell me if they're back, not back, cool, not, give me just a quick. Okay. Combat boots.
Back.
Ooh,
Back.
okay.
Oh.
Back. Okay.
Yes.
Reba McEntire.
She never was
huge right now.
Really?
Yes.
Reba
is making a massive comeback. Matter of fact, I think she might be on.
She's on The Voice.
She's a voice judge. I think she's on Fallon or Jimmy Kimmel this week. She's on one of them.
She just got on The Voice.
She did a show called Big Sky on ABC that just got canceled. I'm a little hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I was all in it. Reba was killing the game on Big Sky.
Seriously? What is that show? What is it?
It was like it was kind of like your, how do you say? It was it was kind of like Texas Ranger, but in Montana. It took place in Montana, and it was like kind of like your Law and Order murder mystery show. And Reba was kind of like a bad guy. She was great. I'm like,
She was like a bad guy.
Yeah, but it got canceled. It got canceled probably because of the strike and everything. But
all the things.
Yeah, Reba's a judge on The Voice, and she's big time right now.
Okay. Okay, let's go with another odd name of. Okay, what about J. Crew, the brand for women?
Man, it's a brand for men too.
It's a brand for men as well.
Jeremy's a big J. Crew guy. So.
I am a huge J. Crew guy. I am personally a big J. Crew guy. Don't have J. Crew on right now, but I am a big J. Crew.
But every woman.
You buy J. Crew.
I'm not gonna lie. I did see a TikTok a couple weeks ago, and the girl on TikTok, she was like 22, and she was like, "I found a J. Crew pencil skirt, vintage, at the Goodwill," and I wanted to, because I was like, "Are you J. Crew's vintage? Excuse me."
Exactly.
Hurtful, rude.
This is the stuff that makes me a little crazy on TikTok and stuff, where they say things like they just found out, and you're like, yeah, that the store's been around. Like, what? Have you not been in a J. Crew lately? Just like,
there's one thing you can catch me out here doing, it's wearing True Religion top to bottom. I'm like, are you kidding? Like, I'm pretty sure Jenna and I bought my mom a pair of True Religion jeans recently. So it's like, go ahead and hop on the trend. Go ahead.
The trends are so funny right now. Like,
the trends are so weird.
I was listening to this comedian. I forgot the way he said it, but he was like, if I knew that Carhartt was going to be so cool when I was in high school, when everyone thought I was a loser.
Yeah, he said that to me.
And I'm like, yes.
Other one.
Carhartt, the kids that wore Carhartt in school were like, look at this kid with his pickup truck coming in to do landscaping after school. And now I'm like, man, this kid's the coolest kid out here.
Carhartt, the Levi's, like Levi's now, you can't even get a pair of Levi's. Like, they're so expensive. Back in the day.
I work in Carhartts, and I have to pay $30 for a Carhartt t-shirt now because they're popular. They should be like $15.
Jeremy, I know you're gonna absolutely the boys on TikTok, for that little moment during COVID where every single stupid boy was wearing a Bass Pro Shop hat.
Yes.
That was a time in history that I think should be deleted permanently. And I'm sorry if you know one of those, if you're a young guy listening, I'm sure there's thousands of you, but that was a rough time.
It was the outdoorsy. Wearing that proved that you like to do things outside.
Yeah, you were headed outside. You were a boy that could be out of doors.
Yep.
And you were headed to do something cool outside. That's it.
Yeah. No, but Jake, see, you didn't have to catch a bass. It encompassed not even fishing anymore. Now you're just outdoorsy. You're like, oh, I can chop wood. I can hike a mountain.
It had nothing to do with fishing. Nothing to do with fishing. But anyways, I feel like Jeremy needs to have a segment on the show. About social climate and fashion, things that are coming and going. Keep us abreast of what's going on.
a little pop in here and there. Let us know what's going on. Keep us
Exactly.
current.
Yeah, what's
Well,
current, what's hip?
I would love it.
He is a big
Great.
football fan. And
Ooh,
I
you're a big
feel
football
like
fan?
right
Huge.
now I'm glad that I don't watch football because it seems like it's being taken over by a
Oh
six.
God, here we go. Here we go again.
So
Really?
from a football fan's perspective, is it annoying or is it really not that big of a deal?
Okay. I would consider myself pretty close to a diehard football fan. Sam, my wife would definitely be like, "Yeah, you're crazy." She's like,
I'd
"You're
agree.
obsessed with football."
I'd
Okay,
agree.
okay.
And yeah, these last couple of weeks, because I just don't watch football. See, that's that's the thing. I also watch like ESPN will be on or something. And these last couple of weeks, I mean, it has just been Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. Did you see Taylor Swift? Did you see where she's at? Did you? And as a football fan, it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. And there's reasons. There's reasons why. And
Go
I
on.
think I think I know the reasons why they're trying to shove Taylor down everyone's throats.
This is
Now,
what I wanna hear. This is what I want to hear.
I'm not a hater on her music. I'm not. Okay.
Yeah.
Like she is Michael Jackson right now. Let's just be right as of right now. She's MJ. She is
You're just letting the people know, like, this is not a matter of you not liking her and wanting to like put it like a dig on her. You don't care about her.
no.
Okay.
But as football fans, this is the biggest thing. The NFL is the largest thing in America, right? It's like the largest entity in America in terms of entertainment. And now she, who is the largest entertainer in the world, has now entered into this realm of sports and is blending the two. It's interesting. And I think the NFL noticed it and they were like, cha-ching.
We have to capitalize on that.
And they're like, we need to capitalize on this. So
Yes.
we are gonna go off. And they were like, let's show her all the time.
Oh my word. Every second of the entire game.
And part of me is like, I don't care. Like there's an actual play going on. And
Taylor is still there in the box.
Yep, there she is. She's still there. She has a drink. What drink is that? It's red. Oh, is it cranberry juice? Is it vodka? What's going on? Like, what? Who cares?
It was insane.
And what's so funny to me is like, I also watch basketball. And basketball is so funny because basketball has famous people there all the time. And they just know how to do it.
Yeah.
They never go to them. She's probably been to games and sat courtside and it's like, there's Taylor Swift. Anyways, basketball.
Exactly. They've performed it perfectly. Jake, you watched Knicks games with me. They have like a segment called like Celebrity Row. And maybe during halftime, they show the celebrities that are at the game. And you're like, oh, cool. That's neat. Jason Sudeikis is there. Oh, wow. Look, there goes Ben Stiller. Whatever.
When we're there. Do you remember who was there when we were there last?
Who?
Oh, wait. Yeah. It was
Papoose. Remember the rapper? It was like everyone.
Are you kidding?
They were like, who? Papoose. Like,
they announced him in the arena. Papoose is here. Everyone, Papoose? Like, is this 1994? Like, what just happened?
Like, nobody? Like, I know it's a Wednesday night, but Papoose is the best you guys got?
Half the kids there are like, who? What? Papaya? Who?
Papaya? Papaya, the rapper Papaya's in the house.
Papaya in the house. He like stood
Okay,
up and like did like a wave. He was looking around and I don't think there could have been 13 people that knew who that guy was. That place.
I gotta look up Papoose.
So anyways, Taylor, you
Yeah.
think the NFL is doing this? Maybe not like put them together on purpose, maybe, but that they're fully maximizing the exposure of having her.
Literally a couple of weeks ago, when she played the Jets in New York and she was there,
She played
I'm
the
telling you, she played the Jets. Yeah, pretty much. That's what, well, this is the thing. There's a conspiracy theory going on. There's a lot going on right now, Jake.
Oh.
In the culture of the sports culture, there's something going on right now.
Right.
Because the Chiefs in the last 2 weeks have been kind of not the greatest team as it used to be. And the refs have been kind of helping them out. And now there's a whole thing called Taylor Gate, where they're saying, yes, it's a real thing, Taylor Gate.
With the program.
I don't watch football.
You don't have to watch football to not know the Taylor Gate is a thing.
I don't watch Taylor either.
Oh my God, Jeremy. Okay, Chelsea,
sorry.
can you replace Jake with Jeremy, please?
No, not at all. Not at all. Jake is
Right. Tell me what Taylor Gate is. I gotta know. I gotta keep up with this.
pretty much saying that in reality, there's Papoose.
That's Papoose.
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah, you know him.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I've seen him in person.
Okay, Taylor Gate.
Taylorgate. Taylorgate is the NFL realizing the only way to capitalize to get the most is you want eyes, right? You can only fill up a stadium with 80,000 people. So now you want to see how many millions of people are going to watch the game. And you're only going to watch the game if Taylor is jumping up and down and she's happy. So let's make sure that Mr. Kelsey gets his touchdowns and the Chiefs get their wins so that everything's all good and gravy. Because what's the biggest sporting event in the world coming up in February? Not in the world, in America, put it that way, because the world we know is something else. But the
Super Bowl.
How great would it be if the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl and now you can just have Taylor Swift be on the sidelines for all we know in her press box at the Super Bowl, and that'll be another millions of people watching. I mean, who knows? Maybe they even might make her sing like the national anthem or something.
Oh my
What if she
God,
did-
they did that?
I'm surprised if they didn't get Usher to do this, the halftime show already. I'm sure the NFL would have pushed to have Taylor Swift do it.
How many
She'll
hits does
probably
he-
do it with, Usher halftime show.
No, like how many hits does he have? Like
We're gonna find out.
Usher?
Usher.
How
I
many
don't-
hits does Usher have?
Yeah, like what was the one with Little
Oh,
John?
you-
He has like 50 probably.
Yeah, it's Usher.
Like literally, like a lot.
Jake,
Yes,
every wedding you've ever been to, like in the
Yeah,
2000s, that at least had 5 Usher songs at it at any moment in time.
Good for him.
Jeremy,
I've been trying to work with it on it. You know, Jake is good.
we need to rename the podcast The Miseducation of Jake Helfenstein.
Hey,
I listen to
Lauren
a
Hill
lot
would
of-
be a great. Lauren Hill would be a great one.
Yeah. Now Lauren Hill I would recognize on the sidelines. Not Papoose. I hate to say it. I don't want to drag Papoose down, but
There's a lot of Papoose
don't wanna-
listeners that
you
you
don't wanna
guys
be-
might really be turning off lately. So be careful for the
yeah,
Papoose.
no, you're right. We don't want to get canceled.
I want to turn this into a Papoose hate fest, but
Okay.
Uh,
So Jake, do you understand what Taylorgate is?
yes, they are making the Chiefs better than they are for the sake of having them hopefully go to the Super Bowl, at least the playoffs, to give NFL more exposure and better ratings because Taylor is there.
Yeah, that's it. And the Chiefs are great. They're a great team, but there's even a call this last week that was completely blown. The ref said there was a interference, and everyone's like, what? And they're calling it Taylorgate. They're like, here it comes again. You know, they're just getting wind. So, I mean,
Weird.
it was said Forbes has an article out apparently Travis Kelce's jersey went 400%. Like it skyrocketed. Thousands of Swifties purchased his jerseys.
Yeah.
Like it's she changes economy. Like this
It's
is
very,
crazy.
her power over it is insanity. People made jerseys, didn't they also say that? They like
Yes.
made a fake jersey on Etsy that was like Taylor Kelsey something. And like it was like people were buying these like off the shelves. Like you could set up an Etsy account that was totally garbage. Your first Etsy account ever, probably make $500,000 just because of this. Like it's crazy.
It's crazy. Tickets were going crazy for the games because no one ever goes see the Jets, and the tickets were skyrocketing. They're like, Taylor Swift's going to be there, so there's a possibility.
It's like when Messi signed with Miami, and every place he was going to be at, the tickets sold out. It's like that with Taylor Swift, and she's not even playing. She's just like
Not even playing. You can't even see her. She's in a press box at the very top of the stadium.
Yeah. It's
even...
actually just a cardboard cutout of Taylor, and they're just like,
it's like,
but it's just her up top. You know,
I mean, her commercials, it was like her commercial, then his commercial, then back to her commercial again. And then his, and I'm like, what?
don't even get me started on his commercial.
And Jake from State Farm now, and it's all,
okay.
Yeah, well, he's in it. He took over. He's in State Farm now. Travis Kelce's in State Farm commercials, Jake.
He ruined the State Farm guys commercials.
No,
he's in there now.
Let me get to that one real quick. I hate those commercials so much because of how much
Jake hates again. Jake hates again. Chelsea, we're back on it again.
Jake hates Jake from State Farm.
I thought we were going to have one episode of Jake hates, and now it's
that obnoxious. Oh, I hate it.
What part do you
hate? Huh?
What do you hate about Jake from State Farm?
Because I get it all the time. People I'll go meet with like a new client that doesn't know me, and they're like, "We just know you as Jake from State Farm," and I'm like, "Don't do that."
I feel like I can literally picture someone saying that to you, and your head getting ready to explode, like a little steam coming out, and you're like, "Don't, please don't," and they're like slow motion speaking, Jake from, and you're like, "Don't do it. I told you not to do it."
Is there another famous Jake that you would rather them say?
Oh, I'm sure a musical one. I'm sure you can think of a musical one that you'd rather.
Jake? Well, no.
Right? Like
you just hate Jake then.
Jake the Snake, the wrestler. That's better.
Yeah, Jake the Snake. Yeah.
You'd rather be Jake the Snake?
I was Jake the Snake all 80s and 90s, and then Jake from State Farm, the white one, and then when they changed him to a black guy, like that one,
okay, Jeremy, he's gonna get canceled.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, but isn't it? I love how you just changed. You can't just change a person.
You can't just go, "Oh, I'm not that Jake anymore."
Yeah. It was Jake from State Farm that was a white guy that had khakis. And I love the commercial. It was great. And now he's this good-looking, jacked Jake from State Farm. That's like, he's a mixed Jake, and he's like, "Hey guys," and they were like, "What happened to the?"
Where's the real Jake?
Yeah, they didn't realize how big it was going to be, and then they're like, "We got to get a more."
It's probably an AI.
Oh, he's not even real.
He's probably not even real. It's all AI now. It's all AI now. For all we know, Jake is his AI Jake right now.
Yes. At this point, I could be AI right now. I don't even.
Jeremy's not even real. Jake doesn't even have a friend named Jeremy Jenkins. This is Jeremy AI.
We need to have on again because I feel like we didn't even scratch the surface on what we were.
Okay.
Back
to the main event.
But we do need to go.
Wow. Okay, we're gonna have Jeremy
for the main event, and then I just like shut it down.
Yeah, you made Jeremy and I get back onto the main event, and now you said time's up. Let's go. Jeremy, you see how I get treated on the pod.
I have the producer in the background going.
Okay, Jeremy,
Play
it
the
was
wrap it up
so,
song.
it was so fun meeting you, Jeremy. It really was. It was a blast.
Yeah, I think we met. I think we met each other before.
You definitely look familiar.
Slightly, yeah. I think we met at a Buffalo Wild Wings, but I guess that'll be at another time that we'll discuss.
Oh, after are you in Val's Hall?
Hmm.
Oh, are you gonna go to her wedding?
Oh yeah, I'm the MC. Get
No, stop it.
yeah. Just that's another yeah.
I'm gonna be there too. Okay, Jake, we'll talk about this later, but then I'll see you at that.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have fun. That's gonna be
We'll
great.
probably dance to Usher.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I'm helping I'm making also the music as well too. We're doing that. I'm throwing that in there. So
Okay, well,
Jake, we're gonna trust me. We'll get Jeremy back on and we'll talk about it.
Right. maybe
Yeah.
we'll do like,
great.
well, yeah, we'll make a plan.
You guys are great. Thank you so much for
Alright.
having me.
Yes.
yeah.
It was awesome being
First
with
of
you,
many.
Jeremy.
Oh yeah, we need to do our songs. Chelsea's.
Okay, Jeremy, what's your song?
Ooh. All right. Good. Oh, okay. So one of my favorite bands is Coheed and Cambria. I love them.
Love them.
The Afterman.
I love them.
Man.
The Afterman is the
I
name.
haven't listened to them in a hot minute.
Oh, I love them. They're great. They're still going, still kicking.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Okay, your turn, Jake.
I'm gonna do. Remember White Town?
Ooh.
I'm gonna put White Town, Your Woman on there. You don't remember that song?
No, I don't remember it.
Oh, you will. I'll send it to
Oh,
you.
you will. Oh, you will. Okay, I had a song that was under 70s reggae, and I'm trying to find it again.
Who put Best of Friends from Palma Violets on the mix?
Best of Friends from Palma Violets. That sounds like Jeremy or Jenna.
I love that song. The song is really good. You could have taken credit for it, but tough.
Was it me?
No, it wasn't.
You said no, absolutely not. I asked you who it was, and it wasn't. Wait, how do we know who does the song? Do we have a list?
I don't have like names to the list. You'd have to go back through the pods.
What's the name of the song again that you like? I can tell right away.
Palma Violets from Best of Friends is the song by Palma Violets. That song's really good.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to ask. We're gonna have to do a shout out of whoever that was. Okay,
I'm gonna
Jeremy.
do
Huh?
White Woman and Sucked Out by Super Drag. Go. Sorry. Two.
I didn't even understand what you said. Can you say it again?
I decided to do two. I'll do White Town, Your Woman, and then Sucked Out by Super Drag.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna do, because of our discussion, I'm gonna go ahead and do Mariah Carey, Daydream, obviously, because that song is sick.
All
You
right.
cannot not have that song on.
Great.
Okay.
That and Return of the Mac at any wedding again. Back to the wedding.
Let's just put that on the list because I think that's a universal. Alyssa has two this week: Return of the Mac and Daydream by Mariah Carey.
Yeah, that's it. Those are it for me.
Let's end this as Jeremy episode part 1.
Okay, yeah, let's do Jeremy episode part 1 because we
My
need
pop.
Jeremy back on.
You guys have been great.
All right,
Yes.
Jeremy episode part 1.
Okay,
I'm gonna
sweet.
go fix with an antenna in a lightning storm.
I'm gonna go clean some hairballs out of the sink.
All right,
Peace
Jeremy.
out.
Bye.